Hi guys, welcome to the video two-step worksheet number 3. On this worksheet I'm going to solve problem 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 12, and 19. Okay, so for problem number 1, the first thing you do, I've added this to our list of our to-do list. You're always going to add the opposite. So we check for subtraction and we don't have any, so we don't need to add the opposite. The second thing we check for is distributive property, and again, we don't have any, so we go on to step 3. Combine like terms, no. Variable is on one side of the equal sign, and we already have that. We have one variable and it's on the right side of the equal sign, so that means that we're ready for step 5, which is the undo table. Our variable is a. The first thing happening to a is divide by 4. The second thing is add 2, and it equals 6. Subtract 2, multiply by 4. 6 minus 2 is 4, times 4 is 16, so a equals 16. Number 2. Again, checking our to-do list. Everything is in order, so we're just ready to do the undo table. This time x is our variable. First thing happening to x is divide by 4. Second thing happening to x is minus 6, and the whole thing equals negative 5. Negative 5 plus 6 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. So x equals 4. Number 6. Again, it's already set up to use the undo table. This time our variable is x. First thing happening to x is plus 5. Second thing is divide by 6. And the whole thing equals negative 1. Negative 1 times 6 minus 5. Negative 1 times 6 is negative 6. Negative 6 minus 5 is, we can add the opposite here, negative 11. So x equals negative 11. Number 7. Again, it's all set up, ready for an undo table. V is our variable. First thing, plus 9. Second thing, divide by 3, equals 8. So 8 times 3 is 24. 24 minus 9 is 15. P equals 15. Number 8. Okay, we're finally seeing something different here on number 8. Is there anything to add the opposite? Well, we have a negative 2, and we can add the opposite, but it's not necessary since it's a negative and not a subtraction sign. The next thing we do is check for distributive property, and we see that we do need to distribute. This 2 needs to be multiplied times the n and times the 5, and that's it. It can only be multiplied by whatever's inside those parentheses. So 2 times n is 2n, plus 2 times 5 is 10, and it equals negative 2. There's nothing to combine, and our variable is on one side of the equal sign, so we can use an undo table now. And first thing happening to n is multiply by 2, plus 10 equals negative 2. Negative 2 plus a negative 10 is a negative 12. Negative 12 divided by 2 is negative 6. And number 12. Again, we need to use the distributive property. It's negative 12 times x and negative 12 times 5. Over here we just write down 144 equals negative 12x plus negative 12 times 5 is negative 60. Nothing to combine. Variable's already on one side, so we can use the undo table. We have x multiplied by negative 12, subtract 60. Remember, we always use the sign on the number, and then it equals 144. Plus 60 is 204, divided by negative 12. Have to do some division to the side. $17, and it is a negative, so it's negative 17. Okay, last one, number 19. Here we are to distribute, but first let's check for adding the opposite, and I see I can do that here. So I need to realize that it's 10 times k and 10 times negative 9. So this is negative 10 equals 10 times k is 10k plus 10 times negative 9 is negative 90. Ready for an undo table. Times 10 minus 90. Remember, it's the sign on the number, and it equals negative 10. I'm just undoing everything. Negative 10 plus 90, or you can look at this as 90 minus 10, is 80 divided by 10. And that equals 8. So k equals 8. Okay, I hope that helps.